Breaking news. 13 Igbo youths unalived on a meeting venue in Old Anambra State by unidentified gunmen. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 2nd of July 2025, and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. 13 able-bodied Igbo youths have been unalived by unidentified gunmen in Orumba South local government area of the old Anambra state. I know why I said unidentified gunmen. And I'm not going to make so much analysis concerning this very latest development because the matter is still under investigation. When I say investigation, I am not talking about Nigerian police investigation or Zoo Ahmed Janjaweed terrorist investigation. No, you already know what I mean. So let us keep it at that at the moment. But as the event unfolds, if I get more or further information concerning this very latest development in the old Anambra state, I will still come here and tell you what is happening. Now, let us read. As you can see, I will be reading from Punch newspaper Nigeria, and according to that title, they said, police hunt killers of 13 in Anambra community. You can see the date, 2nd July 2025. So this very publication is very, very new, but this very incident took place late Monday evening. The Anambra State Police Command has launched an investigation into the unaliving of no fewer than 13 persons, allegedly Ebony State indigenes, but yet to be identified assailant in Oboji community, Orumba South local government area of the state. Our correspondent gathered that the armed hoodlums stormed the area late on Monday in 2 sport utility vehicles and unprovokedly attacked the people who were holding their monthly general meeting while also shooting indiscriminately into the air. The development, it was also gathered, has created panic in the community, bringing both economic and commercial activities to a standstill, with residents and community leaders confused. The incident was brought to the public attention by the president of Association of Non-Indigens in Anambra State, Prince Chigozie Nweke, in a statement he shared with journalists on Tuesday. Although members of the community said 13 persons were unalive during the attack, police sources, however, confirmed 10 were unalived. Police will always reduce the number in order not to be embarrassed. Even Soludo, the so-called governor of Anambra State, may come out tomorrow or even this evening to tell us that there were only 5 people or even 3 people, and they will tell you to forget the media propaganda. But an eyewitness, or should I say community, members, are the ones telling us that there were 13 persons. But police has told us there are 10. You may still hear again that there are 3 by the governor. And as I'm talking to you up till now, the so-called governor of Anambra State, Chukwuma Solo Fulani Nanketa, has not issued an official statement regarding this very, dastardly act, regarding this very development, where 13 able-bodied Igbo youths were unalive in a gruesome way. Soludo is here to speak. A national disaster. Just a couple of days ago, 8 people were unalived in Austria. The Austrian government declared 3-day holiday to mourn the deceased. But in the zoo, the reverse is the case. Now, Nweke, who said non-indigens believed to hail from Ebony State were mostly the victims of the attack, urged the state government and relevant authorities to intensify their investigation. He said it was a tragic and horrific Monday evening for members of the Oboji community, particularly non-indigens residing in the area, as gunmen stormed a meeting venue in the area and brutally murdered about 13 persons. The attack, which occurred between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m., left the affected families in mourning. We bring to the attention of the Anambra state government the unaliving of these persons, mostly indigenes of Ebonyi state, at Oboji in Orun Basat local government area by yet to be identified gunmen. Nweke also appealed to the State Commissioner of Police, Ikeoye Orutugu, and urged him to mobilize the command's personnel to hunt down the culprits. Anakonu Ndi Ibelibe. A survivor, Augustine Odom, who is the chairman of the Ebonyi community in Oboji, described the attack as unprovoked. And they continued. Odom said the community was holding its regular monthly meeting when the assailant struck. We were having our monthly meeting of the Ebonyi community, which holds on the last Monday of every month, beginning at 4 p.m. This gathering was known to our town union president. It was a peaceful meeting aimed at discussing the welfare issues affecting our members. Then, around 6:30 p.m., a group of gunmen arrived in a Sienna vehicle and accused us of holding a meeting against them. Accused us of holding a meeting against them. Soludo, the Soludo's group. No wonder he has not issued any statement. No wonder he has not issued any official statement concerning this very development. Soludo and your AVG and Udogache, we all know the crimes you people are committing. I have another video. I'm going to play that video at the very end of this very broadcast. You all know, we know the atrocities that is being committed by the Udogachi and the AVG in Anambra State. We know. Now, did you hear what they said here? They say, accuse them of holding a meeting against them. This must be the job of Udogachi and the AVG of Soludo. I'm telling you, because there is no difference between Ebubagon and the AVG of Soludo and this new one called Udogachi. The most brutal and dangerous organization, armed organization, is this Udogachi. They are no different with Fulani herdsmen terrorists. I'm telling you the truth. They are the same, exactly the same thing as Fulani terrorists. And I can beat my chest and tell you that 80% of these members of this so-called Udogachi of Soludo are all Northerners. The same thing that is going on in Imo State, the same thing happening in Ebonyi State with Ebubago, especially under Devil Omahi. Now, the attackers demanded the group's minute book and thereafter seized it and opened fire on the participants. They collected our minutes book, ordered everyone to lie down, and then asked the chairman to stand. Moments later, they started shooting at us. About 13 of our members were unalived on the spot. The treasurer and I survived with gunshot wounds. The person who is saying this is the chairman of that very group or the meeting, whose name is Odom. Now, Odom continued. Odom added that those unalive were from various communities in Ebonyi State, including Izi, Ikwom, and Imbo. Onananokwa, look at it here. The two survivors, who are currently receiving treatment at a medical facility in the area, expressed shock, stating that they had no known dispute with any individual or group before the attack, adding, "We have no issues with anyone. We are law-abiding residents who simply gathered to support one another." Chai. The spokesman for the Anambra State Police Command, Ochukwu Ikenga, who confirmed the development when contacted on Tuesday, said operatives had cordoned off the area while investigations had begun to unmask the perpetrators of the dastardly act. Terrorists in uniform. Ikenga, who did not disclose the identities of the victims, said they were rushed to the hospital where about 10 were confirmed dead and their corpses have been deposited at the morgue. Chai! Able-bodied men, though according to the eyewitness and the chairman of the organization, they said they were 13. Forget about the propaganda from Nigerian police. He said, the Anambra State Police Command has condemned the indiscriminate shooting incident that resulted in fatal injuries and fatalities to 10 persons on the evening of 30th of June 2025 at Oboji Orumbasat local government area of Anambra State. The police have further assured the state that the command shall hunt down the perpetrators and bring them to justice. Now today, how many people you have brought to justice before we continue? Mad people everywhere. Meanwhile, the police-led security team has taken over the scene and is working on the necessary information to arrest the perpetrators. Further development will be communicated, please. That is coming from Tochukwu Ikenga, the Anambra State Police spokesman. Shame. Now, because of time, I don't have much to say because I don't want this very broadcast to be too long. But I have more to tell you and I have more to show you. I have videos to show you. Manoya Adewa na my next broadcast. Thank you, my people. To salu no mozia and make it go viral.